Hi everyone, this is Sue Zago, and today I wanted to show you Regulations.gov, a government website that will allow you to locate federal agency proposed rules, their regulated materials, and public comments made about those rules. I also wanted to show you how to find the Unified Agenda, published by agencies twice a year, which outlines their regulatory plans and lists what they have completed. Under the Administrative Procedures Act, the public must have advance notice of a proposed rule and the opportunity to comment. Regulations.gov provides a quick way to get the agency's unified agenda and allows a convenient and efficient way to track the progress of a regulation. It also has increased public access to and participation in developing regulations with the quick and easy way to comment. Let's try and find a proposed rule or regulation. What we're going to do is take a look at the different ways to search. You can do a quick search right here in this big one box search. You can do an advanced search, which will allow you different options to limit your searching. Or you can see what's trending. You can take a look and browse by comments that are due soon or comments that were regulations that were newly posted. You can also browse by agency. But what we're going to do is we're going to search by our advanced search, and we're going to look for a hot topic at this particular point, which is using the word natural in food labeling. So right here I've already typed this in. So natural labeling is what we're going to search for on our keywords, and we're going to make sure that they are all open for comment and that the deadline has not passed. We'll keep our document type open as well as our date ranges and our agency as well. So we're going to scroll down to the end and click search. And in our search results, if we go to the top, we'll see that our particular using natural in the labeling of human food products, there are 2 proposed rules. And a little backstory on this, there are 2 proposed rules because there has been an extension of the comment period. So you'll see the original here, and then here's the extension of comment period. You can click on either one. I'm just going to click on the first one because I wanted to just walk you through what's available. So it will give you the name of the agency. The proposed rule was issued by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. It's a notification of request for comments. It has a nice little summary. It says comments must be received on or before February 10th, 2016, and it gives you directions how to comment. So you can do electronic submission or written submission. It gives you an actual person who you can address your comments to or ask for further information. And then it gives you some background. So what's the position? Where did this all come from? And you can read down further. Over here on the right-hand side, you can make your comment. You can take a look at the Federal Register publication of the proposed rule. Good for citation. You can see when it was posted, the CFR citation, and you can get some information on the number of comments and quick versions on how many, what the types of comments are like from this sidebar here. It will give you more information called docket information, and I'm going to show you another way to get that. The docket information is very helpful, and if you scroll up to the top and click on the Open docket folder. It will allow you to identify all of the primary documents that have been used in developing this regulation, any proposed rules, and here we have 2 requests for extension from trade groups. If you click on one of them, you can see the actual PDF of the letter that was issued that will explain why this particular trade group felt that it needed an extension. It's really very helpful. So if you ever have to write such a letter to an agency, they can be very good examples. If we go back to our open docket folder, I want to show you another thing. So we have our docket, our primary documents. We have the agency that has issued it and the parent agency. So if you've worked with regulations at all, you'll often find that there will be a parent or umbrella agency under which there will be several other related agencies. So here the Department of Health and Human Services is important because it's going to help us with our unified agenda. If we scroll down, you can get all of the comments. Most of these, if we click on View All, most of these are from individuals, and we'll just click on one of them. And it's categorized, in this instance it's from Jennifer Shute. Natural should be defined exactly what the word means. Foods that do not contain added color, artificial flavors, or synthetic substances. No genetically modified organisms, pesticides, or artificial ingredients, etc., etc. And you can see when it was posted. You can also search within the comments. And I just searched for nurse, because I know the nurses are very active in this particular area. And there is a comment from the American Nurses Association. I can get directly to the PDF of the letter. And it's a good example because it's very clear and sets out exactly what they're trying to do. It also cites to the regulation, the name of it, where it is in the CFR, the docket number, the Federal Register citation, and other materials that are going to be helpful. So let's go back to Regulations.gov. You can also comment, and you can see how comments are done. If you click on the comment now, you can comment directly on the proposed rule just by clicking the box. It will add all that information in, and you can just type in your comment, or you can upload a letter that you've written as a PDF. So you can choose your file. Take a look at the commentator's checklist. It's very helpful to identify the types of information that you're going to need. Each agency may have different requirements, so it's important to take a look at the materials that have been included in the proposed regulation, because they'll tell you what you need. So the checklist is kind of a overall directions rather than specific to a particular agency. So what I wanted to show next was the regulatory agenda. You can get to the regulatory agenda just by clicking on Resources and then selecting Regulatory Agenda right from Regulations.gov. They're all linked, so it's very helpful. So the regulatory agenda is going to identify essentially the pathway where that agency is going to go for the next 6 months. What we're going to do is take a look at, make sure we're in the right section. We want fall 2015, which is the current one. We could also do historical back to fall 2007. So we want to make sure we're in fall 2017 and 2015, and take a look at The Department of Health and Human Services, because that is our umbrella agency that includes the FDA. We want to see what else the FDA is up to. So select it and click Go. You'll see two things. You'll see the semi-annual regulatory agenda and the regulatory plan. The plan is kind of like a strategic plan. If you click on the PDF, it will tell you, where they want the agency to go for the next 6 months. So what's important to them? Food safety, preventing death and disease from tobacco use, addressing substance use disorders and opioid misuse, drugs and medical devices, parity for mental health treatment, etc. So it's good. You can see where they're going. The semi-annual regulatory agenda, this is that first link, is another PDF, and it will give you an idea by agency what they have been up to. So let's see if we can get to the beginning of the FDA here. Here we have proposed rules. It will give you the regulation identifier number. And if you click on, let's just do the first one. If you click on it, it will give you a basic summary of what's going on. So over-the-counter, cold, cough, antihistamine products. It tells you it's a proposed rule, gives you the CFR citations that are relevant, any legal authority, so these are the enabling statutes. It gives you what the action is, so it what's going on with that particular regulation, and the timetable, and then who you can contact within the agency. So it doesn't give you a direct tracking, but it gives you kind of a basic update. So here you can search for the agency itself and see all of the regulations that has been going on in the past, say, 6 months or so by organization. And you can go back and click at all of them, and you can just take a look. So we have the ACF, and we have the AOA, and the CDC. So you can just kind of see the different agencies there. All right, so that's pretty much how you would find this type of information. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks so much.